What's up, YouTube? Simpleuntruths back, another video. Today we're going to discuss whether or not you can spot build muscle. So can you build muscle in one area of your body without having it affect other areas of your body? And kind of the opposite of can you spot reduce. So we're going to get into that today. I'm happy to be with you again. Of course, you know, I'm always doing my research. I'm like that student that just won't go away. I mean, you know, I'm a life student. I'm a student of life. So, you know, I do a lot of research, and I suggest, you know, you do the same. I mean, obviously you hit upon this video because you wanted to know if it was possible to spot build muscle. And the other issue is that whether or not, you know, that's, you know, a myth. And that's really what this channel is about. I mean, primarily, you know, I'm not going to really give you advice on how to do anything because there's so many ways to do something right. There's a lot of ways out there that have been described as the best way to do things that are just not accurate, not factual, not true, just a straight up lie. The lies. So that's kind of what, and not kind of, but the main reason why this all came about and how this channel came about was from the fact that I just saw so much misinformation out there, and trial and error was telling me otherwise, and plus, you know, education and things of that nature from schooling and whatnot. So let's just get right into it. Okay, can you spot build muscle? Yes, you can. If you notice, there's a craze going on right now. Build a booty. You know, if you can't help but trip over one of these videos if you're doing the same thing that I am as far as trying to find out about hypertrophy and whether or not, you know, you can grow a booty without growing thighs and hamstring muscles as well. Here's the thing, and men, I'm going to cover this for you as well because you're doing the same thing, not with your gluteus, but with other muscles. We'll get to you guys next. Yeah, I understand the aesthetic look of having a really big behind, a big booty, and some smaller legs, but here's the problem with that. And I see the other issue out there. People are talking about this duck butt. I see a lot of women talking about duck butt. What is duck butt? Duck butt basically is lordosis. It's where you've got that anterior pelvic tilt, and so it makes it look like you're sticking your butt out. And that's only because of one thing and one thing only. Okay, your hip flexor muscles are weak. Now, if you only work your gluteus, maximus, medius, and minimus, and you don't work the hip flexor muscles or the thigh muscles or somewhat of the hamstring muscles, you know, the cooperative muscles, then you could cause this situation to become worse. So you really want to be balanced. Yes, you can go ahead and build, you know, your glutes up without really affecting your hamstrings and your quads. But you really want to have a balance there because that's how you can injure yourself. So if you're just going to build your glutes, you want to strengthen your hip flexors so that you don't end up with this, what they call this duck butt. We call it, you know, lordosis. So, you know, that's something that you want to be aware of. You don't want to build up a muscle on one side so that you're imbalanced and you don't have, you know, the reciprocating muscle on the other side being able to handle the same amount of stress, because that's how you get an injury. And it is, trust me, watch sports and you'll find out that there's plenty of reasons, and that's one of the main reasons why a lot of, you know, professional athletes are pulling muscle. Guys, you guys like to build up your arms. You want really, really, really big arms, big biceps, but you don't build the triceps. So now you're now out of balance. You've got big triceps, big strong triceps, big strong biceps, but your triceps aren't able to handle the same amount of equal stress and force. So there's going to be a bicep injury at some point. So actually, you know, it's probably going to be a little bit of both. I mean, you can overdo it with the bicep, but probably you're going to pull a muscle on the tricep side of the arm just because it's not as strong as the bicep. So it, like I said, one way or the other, you're going to be out of balance. You want to keep things balanced, okay? You want harmony, okay? And harmony, you know, is going to take, you know, more than a singular action. So that means that you want balance, and balance is all about synergy. You want synergy with your body as well. So that's why I wanted to put a video out basically talking about, can you spot build? Yes, you can spot build, but in the end, do you really want to do that? When you're looking at health, at an overall health picture and your overall health, you want to be balanced. You don't want one muscle group to be larger than the other, because then you just look unbalanced. If you don't have any shoulders, but you've got a huge chest and huge arms, then you see what I'm saying. You know, the possibility of a shoulder injury is imminent. So don't do what you think you should do for aesthetic purposes. Do it for a healthy purpose or a healthy reason, because in the long run, you don't want to be injured. You really don't want to be injured. Okay, let's recap, all right? Can you spot build muscle in one area without having an effect and grow muscle in other areas of your body? And the answer to that is yes, you can. Now, is that something you want to do long term? And the answer to that is probably not. You want to have balance with your body. You want to have balance with your muscularity. Because if you don't, your musculature, if you will, if you don't, that's how you run risk of injury. And we don't want injury. Injury is a setback. Injury is where you lose gains because you're not able to exercise, you're not able to work out, you're not going to eat as much. If you are eating as much because you're not working out, you're not going to be burning as much calories. So the whole thing is a possible disaster waiting to get you into a catabolic state. That's not what you want. You want to be able to continue to keep moving forward when you're building muscle. You want to be able to keep your nutrients up. You want to be able to continue to eat protein. And that's the other thing. When you're building muscle, the most important thing about building muscle, there's actually 4 things, but really the most important thing about building muscle is you need rest and you need protein. Obviously, an intense workout and due diligence is necessary. But to grow muscle, you need protein and sleep. And that in accordance with that, I have a video out there, Building Muscle 101. I will leave a link to that video on the bottom of this one. So with that being said, at that time again, please leave your questions and comments below if you have any. Hit the subscribe button, and that way you know when we drop another video, you get an alert if you hit the bell. And if you have any questions for us or any possible episode ideas, you can go ahead and leave that in the comments section. Again, we're Simpleuntruths. I really appreciate this. I'm having fun making these videos. As I said before, I enjoy this. And we're going to continue to do this as long as we can. We're going to finish up this 12 vlog series here real shortly. So if you haven't seen the other videos, check them out. They're all there. And we'll be back again. So take care, everybody. And hey, be